Hello Vulcans, welcome to 2020-2021 Virtual All Sports Banquet. I am Jameson Hirayama and this is Kim Schmeltz. Today we'll be honoring our seniors and celebrating all of our great accomplishments from this past year. To start the evening, please welcome our Athletic Director, Patrick Guillen.
Aloha. Welcome to the 2021 Vulcan Athletics Student Athlete Virtual Awards presentation. Unfortunately, we're unable to do this in person, but we wanted to make sure to take the time to highlight and recognize all of you. Despite all of the challenges you faced with COVID-19, you excelled in the classroom, gave back to our wonderful community, and performed well athletically. Adapting and change was a daily occurrence, and you answered this challenge with great resiliency. I could not be more proud as your athletic director. However, a lot of this would not be possible without the support of our Hilo senior administration. I want to aloha and mahalo them, especially Chancellor Bonnie Irwin, for their tremendous support. Without them, we would not have been able to even practice, let alone compete this past year. I also want to give my deep gratitude to the Vulcans Booster Club for their unwavering support and encouragement throughout the year. We are blessed to have such a supportive group from our community that truly cares about our program and the student athlete experience. Finally, I want to thank our coaches and all of our staff for persevering throughout it all and never giving up on the task at hand, which was providing the safest and best experience possible for our students. Thank you for going above and beyond.
Hey everyone, first off, we just want to congratulate everyone on their year. We knew this year was going to be tough and not what we expected, but there was a lot of hard work put into it, so I just want to congratulate everyone on an amazing season.
It's really important that we thank all the coaches, staff, and trainers that came out and really supported us, and even all the medical groups that came in and allowed us to do the COVID test so we could get back on the field.
And we also wanted to congratulate our seniors for finishing up their academic and playing careers. Congratulations, everyone.
And for all you student athletes coming back, I hope you guys are ready. I hope you work hard over the summer, and let's get ready and get better.
Guys, this is Darren Williams from men's basketball. I want to give a few shout outs for a special season that we had this year. I'd like to first shout out the university, our AD Pat, the game management team, Kula, Kensei, Trek, and the Booster Club members. Thank you guys, and we look forward to having more great seasons in the future. Go Vulcans.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
Hi, I'm Andy, and we're on the women's basketball team.
We want to give a huge thank you to the Hilo Athletics Department for putting all their time and effort into helping us student athletes have a season this year.
Go
Vulcans!
An important part of our annual awards program is the honoring of our academic accomplishments. Traditionally, we have presented 3 types of academic awards at all our sports presentations. In addition to those student athletes we recognize at our academic honor reception.
Our first set of academic awards is the Scholar Athlete for each of our teams. This honor is presented to the student athlete who has earned the highest cumulative GPA among all of his or her teammates and who also meets the other criteria. Each sports scholar athlete is a teammate who is at least a sophomore and has completed a minimum of 3 full-time semesters at Hilo.
Scholar Athlete of the Year by sport winners are
Baseball, Casey Yamauchi, majoring in kinesiology and exercise science with a 3.67 GPA.
Men's Basketball, Anthony Haskett, majoring in kinesiology and exercise science with a 3.83 GPA.
Women's Basketball, Brianne Olsen, majoring in kinesiology and exercise science with a 3.92 GPA.
Women's Cross Country, Olivia Jarvis, majoring in environmental science with a 3.98 GPA.
Men's Golf, Nicholas Gomez, majoring in business administration with a 3.55 GPA.
Women's Golf, Caitlin Ochida, majoring in psychology with a 3.81 GPA.
Men's Soccer, Michael Harry, majoring in psychology with a 3.83 GPA.
Women's Soccer, Maisie Paulson, majoring in psychology with a 3.87 GPA.
Softball, Marky Okamoto, majoring in biology with a 3.66 GPA.
Men's Tennis, Luca Kekia Adele, majoring in business administration with a 3.87 GPA.
Women's Tennis, Sandra Dafincescu, majoring in business administration with 3.88 GPA.
Women's Volleyball, Bria Beal, majoring in communications with a 3.90 GPA.
Congrats to all our scholar athletes. Our next award is the Ramon Goya Academic Teams of the Year. Beginning this year, we are presenting this award to both a men's and women's team who have earned the highest cumulative GPA.
For the Ramon Goya Men's Sports Academic Team of the Year, our nominees are men's golf, tennis, and soccer. Second runner-up is men's soccer with a 3.19 cumulative team GPA. First runners-up is men's tennis with a 3.29 cumulative team GPA. And the winners is men's golf with a 3.51 cumulative team GPA.
For the Ramon Goya Academic Team of the Year for women's sports, the nominees are women's basketball, cross country, and tennis. Second runner-up is women's tennis with a 3.39 cumulative team GPA. First runner-up is women's cross country with a 3.47 cumulative team GPA. And the winner is women's basketball with a 3.54 cumulative team GPA. Congratulations to head coaches Earl Tamiya and Dave Conishiro and the entire men's golf and women's basketball teams.
Our final academic awards are Male and Female Scholar Athlete of the Year. The criteria for both of these awards are the same. The female and male student athlete who has earned the highest cumulative GPA and who are at least a junior and have attended Hilo a minimum of 5 semesters as a student athlete. In addition, each must have been an active team member and compete in the current academic year.
First, the Sakai and Harue Wakakua Female Scholar Athlete of the Year. The nominees are Bria Beal, Women's Volleyball, Communications Major, Lily Gavigan, Women's Cross Country, Marine Science Major, and Olivia Jarvis, Women's Cross Country, Environmental Science Major. Second runner-up is Bria Beal with a 3.90 cumulative GPA. First runner-up is Lily Gavigan with a 3.91 cumulative GPA. And the winner of our Sakai and Harue Wakakua Female Scholar Athlete of the Year is Olivia Jarvis with a near-perfect 3.98 cumulative GPA. Now, Jameson will present the Joe and Harriet Estrella Male Scholar Athlete of the Year.
The nominees are Luca Kekia Adele, men's tennis, a business administration major, Noah Lau, men's golf, business administration major, and Casey Yamauchi, baseball, kinesiology and exercise science major. Second runner-up is Noah Lau with a cumulative GPA of 3.54. First runner-up is Casey Yamauchi with a 3.67, and the winner of our Joe and Harriet Estrella Male Scholar Athlete of the Year is Luca Kekia Adele, who has earned a 3.87 cumulative GPA. As always, Hilo Athletics has so much deserving volunteers that graciously give their time and effort to support our coaches and student athletes. We would not be able to function as a department if we didn't have such faithful and caring volunteers. In a year where nothing was normal, we found that our volunteers were able to adapt and create new ways to support Hilo Athletics.
Leading the way in this department was our Kokua Award winner for 2021, Dee Nishioka. Due to the pandemic and our ever-changing world, COVID testing became a regular occurrence for our student athletes and coaches. Dee worked with Kensei on a daily basis, and she valiantly led the charge in organizing and administering over 15,000 COVID tests for our student athletes and staff this year. She would come at all hours of the day and night, sometimes just meeting 1 or 2 people in the parking lot in order to make sure they have the testing necessary to continue participation. Her passion for keeping our student athletes safe throughout the pandemic is amazing and so greatly appreciated.
If not for Dee and her dedication to the department, we literally would not have been able to get on the court or on the field to do what we love to do. And for that, we honor Dee Nishioka as the 2021 Kokua Award winner.
Each year, we are proud to recognize an individual as our Vulcan Booster of the Year. Every year, this is a challenge as we have so many members of our community that are so deserving, so pinpointing just one is always difficult. This year, selecting just one person was actually impossible. As so many people chipped in with their time, talents, and treasure, we could not choose just one recipient. So this year, the Vulcans Booster of the Year is our entire Vulcans Booster Club Board of Directors, led by our very own and former Vulcans basketball player, Kapen alum. This group, realizing the great challenges and void COVID-19 created, stepped up and paid for and sponsored so many events this past year to better your experience. From the goodie bag drive-through with bento lunches to postseason meals for our sports, they realized how important it was to give back and show their aloha. I cannot express in words how this group of special people continue to amaze me with their commitment to our program and our students. Mahalo nui loa, and to all of you, Kapen alum, Keen Fujinaka, Chris Schluter, Kona Moran, Kelly Beck, Russ Blunk, Jerry Chang, Kim Sees, Cyan Fernandez, Gordon Inoue, Joe Marsh, and last but certainly not least, our Vulcans Booster Board General Counsel, Lincoln Ashita. Mahalo.
Community engagement and community service are vital components of our athletics program. We strive for our student athletes and our coaches and staff to be involved in the community, participating in local, regional, and national events. These events include preparing and distributing food at the Hawaiʻi Food Bank, assisting at Toys for Tots, harvesting and packaging fresh corn, helping to manage games for sports leagues, and assisting at holiday drives and career seminars. Larger volunteer events include National Make a Difference Day and our annual participation in Dr. Seuss Read Across America Day.
Even in this pandemic-impacted year, we have participated in 1,596 community service hours department-wide in 2020 to 2021. This year's winning program has logged 985 community service hours, which is nearly 2/3 of the department's total hours. Their participation has included a total of 26 events, including coffee picking, cooking and planting food at Hawaiʻi homes for recovery, assisting at Big Island physical therapy events, at youth and adult tournaments, at a farm, and at a Halloween trick-or-treat event, packing food baskets to be distributed by food banks, and preparing meal bags for distribution to UH Hilo students.
And the winner of our 2020-21 Community Engagement Community Service Award is Women's Soccer. Congratulations, Coach Jean Okamura and the women's soccer team. (2020) 2021 was a unique year, but a very successful one for Vulcan Athletics. 4 of our teams won Pac-West Conference Hawaiʻi Pod titles, while the men's tennis team won an outright conference title, and the men's golf team finished second at their conference tournament. We also had a number of individual awards. Here are some of those milestones.
now to present our Hawaiʻi Hilo Vulcan Male and Female Athletes of the Year, and the Vulcan Team of the Year is our Athletic Director, Patrick Guillen.
Thank you, Jameson. Now it's time for the UH Hilo Male and Female Athlete of the Year. The vote for the UH Hilo Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year was very close. Our first runner-up is none other than one of our hosts, Kim Schmelz, who wrapped up a stellar career with a very good senior season. She was named to the All-Pac West Hawaii pod team, leading the Vulcans with 14 points a game. She was honored by being selected to the COSIDA All-Region Academic Team, one of only 5 players chosen from throughout the West region. Kim tied the school record this year with 7 three-pointers in one game and equaled her career scoring best with 29 points against Chaminade University. She is second all-time in UHH scoring with 1,041 points. The runner-up is softball star Kiara Kiki Lincoln. The 4-year Vulcan starter was a first-team All-Pac West selection at shortstop this spring, the Vulcans' only selection to the first team. She helped the Vulcans to a 19-13 overall record and a pair of wins at the NCAA Regional Tournament. A 3-time All-Pac West Conference selection, Lincoln hit .351 in her senior season and led her team in runs scored with 26 and doubles with 13. She was second in RBI with 15 and only had 4 errors all season at shortstop. She leaves the program ranked in the Vulcan top 10 in 7 different career categories, including first in doubles with 40 and second in runs scored with 127. Your runner-up, Kiara Lincoln. The 2020-21 UH Hilo Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year is Bria Beal. The Vulcan volleyball standout led the Pac West Conference in total kills with 241 and was second in kills per set. She led the Pac West in service aces this spring with 35 and was second in points per set. She was named to the All-Pac West Hawaii pod team, and she also helped lead her team to a 14-2 record and is a 2-time first-team All-Pac West selection. She was most recently selected to the very elite COSIDA West Region All-Academic Team, one of only 2 Pac West student athletes selected. She now advances to the Academic All-American ballot. Bria is just 23 kills shy of reaching 1,000 in her Vulcan career, and the good news for Vulcans fans is that she will easily accomplish that and more in the coming 2021 fall season. Your 2021 UH Hilo Outstanding Female Athlete of the Year is Bria Beal. Now it's time to introduce your 3 finalists for the 2021 UH Hilo Male Athlete of the Year. The first runner-up is Dustin Franco, who was UH Hilo's top golfer on the year with a 73.06 scoring average. He helped lead the Vulcans to a second-place finish at the Pac West Championships by finishing tied for 6th at the tournament to earn all Pac West honors. He was UH Hilo's only participant at the NCAA West South Central Regional, finishing 15th out of nearly 100 golfers. During the regular season, he twice finished second in tournaments and twice shot low rounds of 69. His 73.06 scoring average ranks 7th on UH Hilo's all-time single-season list. Your first runner-up from the sport of golf, Dustin Franco. The 2021 runner-up made a big splash in his first season at UH Hilo and in the Pac West Conference. Aniwa Tate Jones helped the Vulcans to a 10-2 record on the season and was named the Pac West Newcomer of the Year for the entire conference. The 6'6" freshman forward led the Vulcans in scoring at 16.5 points a game and was second in rebounds with 8.5 rebounds per game. He shot 50% from the field and paced UH Hilo in block shots with 14. He had a season-best 26 points against Hawaii Pacific just a few days after pulling down 18 rebounds against Chaminade University. He was named to the All-Pac West Hawaii pod team after pushing the Vulcans towards their first winning season in 10 years. Your UH Hilo Outstanding Athlete runner-up is Aniwa Tate Jones. Your UH Hilo Outstanding Athlete of the Year helped the Vulcan men's tennis team to their best season in school history. Martin Sokol played number 1 for the Vulcans in singles and in doubles, helping lead the Vulcans team to titles at the Pac-West Tournament, the NCAA West Regional Tournament, and a third-place finish at the NCAA National Championships. It was the Vulcans' first ever conference and regional titles in men's tennis. Sokol finished the year ranked 10th nationally in singles with a 9-4 record and lists 12th nationally in doubles. He had victories over 3 top 30 players this season, including the number 7 ranked player in the nation. The Vulcans were 11-3 this season and finished 3rd in the nation for the second straight year. Your 2021 Hilo Outstanding Male Athlete of the Year, Martin Sokol. Congratulations. It's now my honor to present to you the Vulcan Team of the Year, first for the women. It was a very bizarre and unprecedented sports year, but despite all of the challenges, our Vulcan teams had one of its most successful seasons in recent memory. Our first runner-up for Vulcan Women's Team of the Year is the women's basketball team. The Vulcans had the tough task of playing half of their games in the Hawaiʻi pod against one of the top programs in the country, the Hawaiʻi Pacific Sharks. They lost all 6 of those games to a team that went into the postseason undefeated, but they had the Sharks on the ropes twice, including leading them by 18 points in the second quarter and threatening their 30-game winning streak. HPU would come back to win, but the game was an indication that the Vulcans made great improvement during the season. The Vulcans under head coach Dave Kaneshiro finished the season 6-6 and are our first runner-up for our Hilo Women's Team of the Year. The runner-up had a season that matches up with any Vulcan team, but their opportunities were limited because of COVID-19. The Vulcans volleyball team finished their season with a record of 14-2, playing weekend after weekend against 2 of the top teams in the Pacific West Conference, Hawaiʻi Pacific and Chaminade. They also split 2 matches with regional power Alaska Anchorage, but for volleyball at the NCAA level in the spring of 2021, there was no postseason opportunity. Nonetheless, the Vulcans behind head coach Chris Leonard have much to build on heading into the fall of 2021 and have earned runner-up honors to the 2021 Women's Team of the Year. Our Hilo Women's Team of the Year is the Vulcan softball team. After finishing just outside of NCAA postseason play in 2018 and 2019, the Vulcans broke through this past spring by qualifying for a trip to Irvine, California, for the West Regional Tournament. Seeded 5th in the tournament, the Vulcans shocked the field in the first 2 days with upsets over number 4 seed Western Washington and number 1 seed and host Concordia University. Hilo sat on the top of one side of the bracket, but fell back to the field the next day with losses to Concordia and eventual national runner-up Biola. It would turn out to be the final season for longtime successful coach Callan Pereira, who won nearly 700 games as the Vulcan leader. Hilo finished 19-13 on the season, and on the strength of their run in postseason play in 2021, Hilo Women's Team of the Year. Congratulations. Now on to the Vulcan Men's Team of the Year. Our first runner-up had an outstanding finish to their season and nearly won a Pac-West Conference championship for the first time since 2014. The men's golf team, coached by legendary Earl Tamiya, finished 2nd at the Pac-West Championships, and they were in contention for the title well into the 18th hole. The Vulcans were tied with Holy Names after the first 2 rounds, but Academy of Art slipped by them on the final day to grab the championship. Still, for their great finish, the Vulcans are our first runner-up to the Vulcan Men's Team of the Year. Our runner-up captured the attention and excitement of the entire Hilo community. The Vulcans men's basketball team went 10-2 in games against the Hawaiʻi pod, which included 4 wins against 2019 NCAA championship participant, Chaminade University. It was UH Hilo's first winning season in 10 years, but it still left them just short of an NCAA postseason berth. Nonetheless, the Vulcans united the Hilo basketball community, and they will return to campus this coming fall with great hopes for the coming 2021-22 season. Our 2021 UH Hilo Men's Team of the Year were not only the best Vulcan team this year, but perhaps one of the best Vulcan men's tennis teams of all time. The Vulcans went to the NCAA tournament for the third straight year, but that was only part of the story. The students who were not able to practice together at all during the fall semester overcame a slow start to their season with a run of victories that reached 9 in a row. 6 of those 9 wins were against nationally ranked teams and helped them capture the Pac-West Conference Championship, their first conference title for any UH Hilo team since 2014. They would go on to win the NCAA regional tournament and won an Elite 8 match at the NCAA tournament against Concordia University of New York. Their run came to an end in the semifinals against number 1 seed Columbus State, leaving the Vulcans tied for 3rd in the country. With an 11-3 record and 2 championships on their shelf, the UH Hilo men's tennis team is your Vulcans Men's Team of the Year. Congratulations.
Our last honorees are the Pono Vulcan Awards. Pono means righteousness in the Hawaiian language. Each of these award winners were selected by their teammates as most inspirational, most righteous, and most Pono.
Baseball, Jameson Hiroyama.
Women's basketball, Kim Schmeltz.
Men's basketball, Darren Williams.
Cross country, Aria Streetbeck.
Men's golf, Noah Lau.
Women's golf, Kaylin Uchida.
Men's soccer, Calais Tolentino Perry.
Women's soccer, Camille Strazo and Piper Collado.
Volleyball, Tyra Kaavaloa.
Men's tennis, Martin Sokau.
Women's tennis, Carmel Joyner.
And softball, Brandy Chinin.
Now here is our athletic director, Patrick Guillen, with our closing remarks.
Outstanding, Kim and Jameson. Well done. Thank you so much for agreeing to serve as our hosts. I hope you enjoyed this virtual awards presentation. A lot of time and effort went into this production for sure. A huge mahalo to assistant men's basketball coach Steve Kinder, who is our producer, director extraordinaire. Without him, this would not be possible. I also want to recognize administrative assistant Kim Kamei and compliance specialist Diane Wissing, Auntie Diane, who also were a great help behind the scenes of the making of this presentation. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank our hosts, Kim Schmelz from women's basketball and Jameson Hiroyama from baseball, who are naturals in front of the camera and will do an outstanding job in their future endeavors. Each year, I read a letter that was given to me anonymously from a member of the Hilo community 6 years ago. I want to continue that tradition this year, so I would like to take a brief minute, to read it to you right now. Dear Vulcans, I have enjoyed watching Vulcan athletics over the years. I have seen many of you participate in your events. It has been a joy supporting a great group of people. Most of you are not from here. Many of you had to look at a map to find out where Hilo was. Some of you couldn't even pronounce Hilo correctly, but you came anyways. As a member of the community, I would like to thank you for coming to Hilo and represent your team, your university, and our community. I hope your stay here was meaningful and your academic needs were met. As graduation creeps in, it becomes a bittersweet time for many. For those of you who plan to leave after graduation, I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. I hope that you keep a piece of Hilo in your hearts wherever you go. For those of you who remain, I hope that you join in to make Hilo a better place for everyone. I'm sorry that I can't reveal myself, but I want you to know that I keep a little piece of all of you in my heart. Thank you for the great memories. Aloha. That sentiment is of one person in our community, but I can tell you there are hundreds more that feel this exact same way. Special message to our graduated seniors. Please remember, once a Vulcan, always a Vulcan. I trust that your educational and athletic experience has prepared you for the future professional and personal journey in life. No matter what you do or where you go, remember, you're always family here, so please stay in touch. For our returning student athletes, continue to work hard and come back in the fall ready to hit the books, practice, and compete. We look forward to seeing you then. For all of you, enjoy your summer, stay safe, be well, and go Vulcans.
Please welcome our athletic director, Patrick. Wait, what is it? I only heard Gillian. I was like, oh no. Gian.
I was thinking the same thing.
Why is there you in there? Schmeltz. Today we'll be honoring our seniors and celebrating. Okay, yeah.
This week, we challenge you to take the Dr. Seuss reading challenge. Read the book. I can't look away. I can't look away. The light is getting to me. Light.
In review, this is called the 35-point drill.
You start off with 3 spots.
Aloha, on behalf of... Sorry.
Thank you for setting us up. Okay.
University of Hawaii at Hilo appreciates your donations.
We have reached the $75,000. Wait. Sorry.
For this program. Mahalo and go Vulcans.
We were supposed to say that.
University of Hawaii at Hilo appreciates your support.
Your donations have taken us past the $75,000 mark. If you haven't donated yet,